Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
This episode is brought to you by Experian. Are you paying for subscriptions you don't use but can't find the time or energy to cancel them? Experian could cancel unwanted subscriptions for you, saving you an average of $270 per year and plenty of time. Download the Experian app. Results will vary. Not all subscriptions are eligible. Savings are not guaranteed. Paid membership with connected payment account required.
All right, excuse me. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the T-Moss Boss Show. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last episode. I think I did, where, I discovered that I got COVID again for the second time. And, man, I'm telling you, it's something where I'm like, bro, I do not ever again want to experience COVID. Like, it is honestly one of the worst things a person could possibly deal with. So, anyways, even just talking, like, if I talk at a high volume, my throat, it gets like this weird burning sensation. It's a weird thing, man. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, it's like that. But excuse me, yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta, at times remind myself, I'm like, I can't be really talking at a high volume anymore, but at least not until all this stuff clears up. Hopefully it's cleared up either by tomorrow or the next day, or it's just at some point in time. That's all I asked for. But anyways, I actually wanted to talk on the video game because I wasn't going to do no episodes. I am going to continue. I just wanted to take a break doing episodes talking on the different videos YouTube has taken down off of my channel, and just wanted to talk on something different. And I wanted to talk on the new racing game, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitch, if you overall know me as a person, you know I love my racing games. That's one of my favorite genres. Like, you cannot mess up on a racing game. It just seems like that it's impossible to mess up on a racing game. Like, when I see indie developers come out with a racing game and they kill it, I'm like, okay, there should be no reason on why a much more bigger developing company, like, how could they possibly mess up on a racing game? The people behind Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, they challenged that theory. It is possible to be a high-end, or at least like come from a like high-end company and mess up on a video game. And it confuses me because it's like, how? Like, how is it that you guys mess up on the races? How is it that you guys mess up on car handling? How is it that you guys mess up on car prices? They got it where a Corvette in there, like if I wanted to get me a modern day Corvette, it costs $900,000. Corvettes don't cost that much in real life. I'm saying even if you guys go a little bit above the normal price of what a Corvette would cost, that's normal. Like, how is it that Forza, Gran Turismo, The Crew, all these different games out there, it's at least they will put you in either missions, or they would just have it like just right off jump, like the cars are affordable. They don't, and I guess like I understand if it's a high-end car like a Bugatti, Koenigsegg, a McLaren, stuff like that. I can understand why those cars would be expensive. A Corvette should not be expensive. And then another thing that I discovered, they ain't got no Dodge. They got like multiple Corvettes, but they ain't got no Dodge Charger. And I don't know what's up with that. Like lately, I've just been really into Dodge Chargers. And yeah, I hold on for a second. Let me see the car list in that game, because I don't think I've seen, at least when I checked the dealership in the game where they sold American cars. They didn't have no Dodge Charger in there, and I was like, they had a Challenger, but they didn't have no Charger, and I'm like, that's weird. If you're gonna have one car, you gotta have the other. But anyways, let's overall see. So Dodge, yeah, the only two cars that they got from Dodge, and that's crazy, is a Challenger and a Viper. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, they got 3 Corvettes, one Camaro. What about they got? Of course, they're gonna have a few different Bugattis in here. They only have 2 BMWs. There's multiple BMWs. Let's see some other cars. They got a few different Mustangs. They got one. Hold on for a second. They got They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Ford GT cars, and it's like, fam, what was the idea when it came down to developing this game? Like, I'm really curious, because you guys, there should be no reason. I wonder, do they have like a number, like an exact number of how many cars are in this game? Because I'm telling you, like, to me, I feel like this was a letdown when it just seeing the amount of cars, because I really don't like too many different cars, but it, I guess this is gonna be the game where yeah, I am just gonna have to see what other cars what the other cars are capable of, because yeah, it's like they don't have a whole lot. So hopefully as the time goes on, they do decide to add some more cars. But if not, I'm like, yeah, the car list in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, it's a letdown. But besides the cars, let's talk on car handling. Now, I'm gonna just kind of give you guys like a little bit of a history lesson with all the different racing games I done played. I done played Midnight Club. I done played Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon. So I guess those count as 2 different games and stuff. Gran Turismo. I'm trying to think of some other racing games. Need for Speed. What are some other ones? The Crew. I feel like there's some more. Even Project. I've played a little bit of Project Cars. F1, NASCAR. I done played a lot of different racing games before. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has to have the worst handling out of all the racing games that I've played. I don't know why they have it set up, and it's like this with every car. I've driven a Lamborghini, I've driven a Mustang, I've driven a Camaro, and I think, was it a Range Rover? I think it was a Range Rover, because it was like I had got like this pre-order, or it was like a special edition of a Test Drive, because so what they did was that they released the game early, had it where everybody was dealing with all these different problems, came out, I think it was like, maybe only 2 updates for that game, hadn't really fixed nothing, hadn't really changed anything. It's like the game still plays like how it does, and I'm like, man, I feel really bad for everybody that's done pre-ordered this game, or they plan on buying it when it has its full release, because I'm like, this game's not ready for the public. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not ready for the public. But talking back on this car handling, and I do plan on doing that at some point in time, because I did buy the game on my Xbox, so I was gonna plug up my steering wheel controller and see how that works. Because with a regular controller, fam, and that's the thing where it's like, so what? Everybody, if like the game handles better on a steering wheel controller, it's like, do you think everybody out there got $300-$400 to drop on a steering wheel controller? I almost didn't want to buy the PlayStation version, because I'm like, fam, these things, they're not cheap. It ain't like they're cheap controllers. So to me, I'm like, bruh, that's kind of messed up, where it's all like, I gotta plug up a steering wheel controller just to play a game, and I'm like, fam, I should just be able to play the game off of a regular controller. But they're like, nah, you gone. So how the cars handle, because I feel like I haven't really described it. They handle like a Greyhound bus. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, they handle like a Greyhound bus. They handle like a big giant truck. Like, the way that them cars turn, and it's like that with every car. Every car, it doesn't matter what car you choose, for some reason, them cars cannot turn properly. And they're sport cars. You would think like, okay, sport cars, you slow down, hit the turn. Fam, you're slowing down, you're still trying to hit the turn. It's almost as if like your player, he's just slowly moving the steering wheel. And it's like, fam, if you do the math, okay, you're racing, all right? You're trying to get in first place. I'm going to talk on the racing part in a second and things. But anyways, you're racing. You're trying to get in first place. You're driving at high speeds. You're getting ready to hit a turn. What should you overall do to make sure that you hit this turn on time? Don't hit no walls, and you're right on that back on that road driving it so you can win the race. You turn faster. I feel like the turning is so slow in that game, and I'm like, fam, and that's something that I've said, and I'm like, I'm gonna let them know, like, that's not no compliment. This game is going to be the 2K of racing. It's gonna be the NBA 2K of racing games. Because I'm like, that is horrible. If that's your guys' attempt, and what's crazy is that this isn't their first time making racing games. They used to be a whole franchise. Like, hold on for a second. Let me bring up all the different test drive games that then came out, because I feel like that needs to be discussed. I feel like it's not being discussed enough. But no, let's a game is big when they got a Wikipedia page. That's how big this game is. Okay. So, anyways, they have history. Do they have like a list of... Okay, here we go. So their first game came out in 1987, just simply titled Test Drive. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Wait, I messed up. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21... This game, the latest one being 22. You guys done released, before Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, you guys done released 21 video games. And you mean to tell me that you could not get this one right? In the last one that they released, I didn't even know that they had came out with a Test Drive Ferrari Racing Legends, but I think the one that everybody did end up playing was Test Drive Unlimited 2. That was the one where it's like everybody was talking on it, everybody was playing it. I even had went out and got me a Xbox 360 again, just so I can play that game. You got people out there trying to resell that game for like $400. I wonder if somebody is still trying to sell that game for like $400 or $500 after the fact that Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown unreleased, because I don't condone nobody. Well, they do, yeah, they do have like you could just buy the game on disc, but no, there was like a Steam key and somebody was trying to sell that game for like $500 and stuff. So hold on for a second, let me check and see. Somebody actually bought it? No, there's no way. Oh yeah, okay. How did it go up in price? That's crazy. That is some crazy stuff. There is no way possible I am going to be spending that much money on a video game. The game done went up. Now it's at $499.69. That's crazy. I'm like, there should be no reason. That's for the Steam version. I would recommend you guys go on Amazon and see if you can oh, wait a minute, they got like a PC. Oh, they don't have it where you could buy a PC download off of Amazon, but they do have it where you could get an Xbox 360 version. So I would just recommend doing that. Maybe see if you got a PlayStation 3, get it like that, you know, just get it on console. But yeah, people are trying to rob people on the PC version and stuff. But Test Drive Unlimited 2, that was like the last major one that they had came out with. That was the one where everybody was talking about it, everybody was hyping it up. There was like, oh, this game is amazing, like this is different, you know. And this was at a point in time when like gaming was simple, you know. You wasn't coming out with, forgive me for, COVID and for like the sniffles, like my voice sounds all, weird sounding and stuff. Like this COVID stuff ain't no joke. All right, so just bear with me. I feel like I just need to say that real quick. But anyways, Test Drive Unlimited 2, I feel like that was a really solid game. Why did you guys decide to go in the opposite direction with Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown? Because that's what I personally feel like. I feel like you guys went to the opposite direction and you just thought people were going to be cool with that. Fam, I don't get how you guys done had 18 years, because I think they were saying like that was the last time they sat down and worked on a video game. It was like 18 years and stuff. You guys had more than enough time to come out with a video game. You could have very well asked, like you had an audience waiting for you guys to come out with a new video game. Y'all could have very well asked around, been like, hey, what would you like to see? Send people like, and that's something where it's like, you guys could even, because I don't know, like if I'm coming from a big like video game franchise, I know I'm getting ready to work on another game. That's what I'm going to be doing, where I'm like, okay, just so I make sure of it, that this game don't come out and people are just review bombing it as soon as it releases. We're going to be doing surveys. We're going to be doing beta testing, demo testing, all sorts of testing, like, possible. Asking people, how do you like the handling? Should it be better? Should we just have like a settings in there where you can tune up the handling on your own, so you don't have to rely on us? Like, how many cars do you think we should have? 100, 200, 300, 400? Should we have duplicate cars, or should we just have one Corvette? Or or even maybe two Corvettes, like one old, one new. You guys take a vote. Like, what cars would you like to see in the game? Would you like to see, like, because I'm like, if I'm coming out with a racing game, I want it to be the biggest possible racing game out there. I don't want to come out with a racing game where it's like, okay, well, it's just going to be some mediocre game and then people are going to play it maybe for like a week and after that they'll moved on. I feel like that's overall gamer or developers just whole philosophy on a video game is that they're treating it like it's a toy. Like, remember when we were kids and we would get a toy, and I guess, like, if you came from a family where it's like, yeah, if they were buying you toys left and right, you play with that one toy, you get bored of it, or it's like once you got your new toy, you're playing that, and you threw that toy off to the side. I feel like that's how some developers are with their video games. It's like you develop a video game, the audience plays it, but then something else done came out, but it's like you're not doing anything to capture our attention. You're coming out with a video game with barely any content, and we're supposed to be showing this game the most amount of love and support. That's not possible. That is not possible, and I'm like, I will not show this game no love and support if you guys ain't doing nothing in return for me. And all I'm asking for, and that's something where I'm like, it really trips me out. And I had to say that was probably the biggest letdown of this game, was that it's an online-only game. So it's like, let's say you're in the middle of a race, which is something that had happened to me. You're in the middle of a race, and then out of nowhere, the internet just for some reason, and well, I know it wasn't anything on my part, but for some reason, the game's internet or whatever is wrong with the game, it just randomly crashed on you. And now you gotta start that race all over again. How do you think people want to deal with crap like that? So it's like that, it's things like that where it's like, look, if you know you got it, even if you don't have an audience, still have somebody test that game out before you release it to the public, because people are not going to like crap like that. All right. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.